Hi everyone. I don't really know what today's reading is going to be, but I do feel that there is going to be some kind of message for someone out there listening. So I do hope this message reaches you, whoever you are. If the message is not for you, then of course just leave it here. Always only take what resonates with you, what connects with you intuitively. So let's go ahead and start with the traditional tarot deck. Wow. Okay. So the first card we have here is the Devil card, and this card shows two people bound together. But of course, the card itself carries a lot of really heavy energy. I feel like the connection coming through today is one where you feel really bound to one another. The chain on that card just keeps standing out to me. And yet, one of you felt controlled in this situation. The affirmation on this card says, "I am not a puppet." And what I get from that affirmation is someone here who needed to reclaim their power from this person and from this situation, in spite of the fact that there is this bondedness between the two of you. Yeah, someone is really in a heavy energy, whether that's you or this could be the person you're connected to, feeling really hopeless, almost in like this state of despair, feeling as though they failed, unable to move forward, feeling really uninspired. I do feel like this is how the person that you're connected to has felt since you've taken back your power, for whoever I'm speaking to here. I'm seeing the word clarity. So I'm getting that you may have had sudden clarity about this person or this situation or the negative effect that being so connected to this person was having on you. You may have felt as though it was always one step forward, two steps back. With the Six of Swords reversed, there is so much reversed energy. And then that Devil's card telling me things became very blocked between you. Almost like this feeling of being trapped in with another person and needing to just get away, needing to escape in a sense, and clear your energy from this person. And ultimately, this led to a major Tower moment with, we are just getting the most intense cards. I feel that for a while with the Star card reversed, you may have felt really hopeless in this situation with this person, felt unsure what to do, felt very powerless, refusing to take the transition that it seemed like you were being pushed to take away from this person. Because again, there was this sense of being trapped here, of being bonded in with them. This even could have been a soul connection that just became really unbalanced, and that can be a really complex dynamic. I'm picking up a lot of twin flame energy for someone here. That may not be the case for everyone, but for those of you dealing with a twin flame situation, it's especially complicated because you are always feeling the connection to this person, feeling this person's energy, and yet it seems that you reached a point where the Tower was upon you. You really had no choice but to make a choice, to respond, to run away from this person or situation. I'm hearing to burn down everything that we built together because I had built my own prison or I had built my own tower. It's strange, but this feels like it's either a twin flame situation or a karmic situation because of the intensity. The odd thing is both twin flames and karmics, although they're very opposite at a soul level, they're both very intense. They can both be very triggering. They both will bring up certain lessons to be learned. But the difference is, the key difference, I should say, is that a karmic comes in to teach us a particular lesson or a series of lessons. And once that lesson or series of lessons is learned, they then tend to just dissolve from our life. to fade out from our life because the whole connection is really based on that need to learn a lesson or to teach a lesson to each other. It's a very one-off contract typically. But for twin flames, these triggers we experience one another are actually a result of the inevitable mirroring that occurs between us. And as a result of this, it's never ending, but that also makes these connections endlessly expansive because through our triggers, we can also expand. But I do feel the masculine in this situation was resisting that expansion part of the equation. Someone here is feeling very controlled, feeling trapped, or felt this way in the past. There could have been a divorce involved here or contemplation of a divorce. Definitely a lot of really sudden upheaval within this connection. It feels like things ended very intensely, very quickly between the two of you in 3D, if there was some type of separation. But at a soul level, the thing is, things never really seem to end. They kind of just seem to go on in a sense. Let's see what we have here. So we have the Four of Wands upright. This is a card of positive emotion, of community, of happiness, of coming home. I feel like when you moved away from this person in the physical, you actually moved back to yourself. And wow, I have to say, whoever I'm tapping into here, you came through a really hard time because the phases I'm seeing here are the devil energy, feeling really trapped, feeling really lost and controlled in this connection, to there being this major tower moment that tore everything down, where everything was an upheaval. Sudden, I'm hearing huge changes in your life. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to here, you've been through a lot of major changes in your life. And this put you in a period of limbo where it's like you knew that you needed to let go, to transition forward in a positive way in your life. But you may have been feeling between two things for a really long time. And you might still kind of be feeling that hanged man energy, that limbo kind of energy, knowing that you need to go in a different direction, but not really exactly sure how that's going to unfold. But this new stage of your path that you're coming into is represented by the Magician and the Four of Wands. This is a very happy time, a time of reconnecting with yourself, but in reconnecting with your unique individual core soul frequency, you're radiating a really powerful signal that is attracting in a lot of beautiful connections as well. For some of you, you may have been spending more time recently with family or close friends. I'm hearing falling back in love with yourself. With the Magician card, though, this is the truly powerful card coming out on your energy, because this is you really stepping into your alchemy, to your ability to take all of those heavy, challenging, difficult circumstances and transmute that pain into beauty. And that transmutation, that ability to take the pain, to take the darkness and the heaviness and turn it into something beautiful, is this rare gift that has been developed within you through your hardships. So I want to know what your guides want you to know now about this phase that you're coming into after all of these challenging times. Okay, so the first thing your guides want to say is be cautious of those who talk a big talk but don't take action towards you. This could be speaking to the masculine that you felt at one point trapped with or very connected to, who might be really wanting to get you back at this point. I'm hearing that very strongly. Just in general, to be cautious of those who are really showing off with their words or on the surface, but not really backing it up with action and consistency, to really trust your intuition when it comes to how people are or are not being consistent with you in friendships and in love, however that applies for you. With the Hermit card reversed, I also see that you've come through a period of time where you've been divinely separated from the pack, meaning you've been intentionally isolated. And I mean intentionally, like the circumstances have been created to almost force you into a hermit mode, into a separation and isolation, so that you could really focus on clarifying your unique core soul frequency. I'm getting a K name for someone. Through this time, you've really come into your Queen of Pentacles energy. I'm hearing you've stepped onto your throne. You are really rediscovering your ability to create powerful and beautiful things in this world, however that looks for you. For many of you, there's also financial expansion, growth, or this abundant energy, this abundant mentality that you are coming into and beginning to consistently embody. However, there's been a lot of heartache too in your growth, in your expansion. I'm hearing in your rise to the top, there's been a lot of moments of feeling betrayed, feeling as though people have turned against you, talked badly about you, not been there for you. This may not connect with everyone, but I get kind of the imagery of someone who is really focused on their own growth, their own expansion, and really truly experiencing that expansion in real time. But every level of growth requires a new version of you. And sometimes the people familiar around you don't align with or feel comfortable with that new version of you, and they might react against it. But regardless of that, you have continued to step forward. You've continued to thrive, which is why your expansion spiritually has not plateaued. Many people stop at one level of expansion for this very reason that you've come up against in recent years, which is people start to react negatively or react in fear to their expansion, and it causes them to second guess themselves or to choose to try to hold on to those people or connections over choosing their own highest growth and happiness and expanded self. But for you, you've had the courage to continue walking the path that is most aligned for you, continuing to expand and grow and evolve, regardless of how other people around you react to that. And I'm hearing thick skin, like you've developed a thick skin through all of this, but you've had to, because you're one who is highly intuitive, is highly empathic. So you've had to protect yourself in certain ways. But now I feel your guides saying, with the Hermit card reversed, yes, we know that you've had to say a lot of goodbyes. You've had to let go. You've been disappointed with the Three of Coins reversed. You've especially been disappointed by those who do not return your same love or your same level of effort, either in friendships or romantic connections. But there's going to be a time where you're going to be asked, and this time even could be now for some of you, which may be why you found this reading. You're going to be asked to open yourself again to trusting, to being loved, to being supported. Because allowing yourself to fully be loved and to fully be supported will require you to have the courage to come out of your shell of protection a bit and to open yourself to other people. Now, of course, using your intuition, because not everyone is worthy of your beautiful energy. Not everyone is worth opening up to and sharing your world with. But I do see with the Hermit reversed that sometimes these betrayals or this pain from your past in your relationships creates a wall around your heart that not only protects you, but blocks out the love that's trying to get through to you. And it can keep you feeling disconnected from others who actually do want to love you and want to support you. I keep hearing there's something unconventional about the way that you do love or relationships or friendships. I don't know what that is for you. It could be that you date in a very unconventional way, or you structure your relationships unconventionally, or that you are someone who is unconventionally generous with your time and your energy and who keeps an unconventionally small inner circle. But your guides want you to know that your unconventionality, however that is showing up for you, is one of the most beautiful and attractive things about you. And the people who are aligned with you, who are right for you, will admire those traits about yourself that others consider to be unconventional or even strange. They're actually so beautiful. With the marriage card, the 10 of Cups, and also speaking about things coming to fulfillment, I feel like you may have a lot of desires, potentially even subconscious desires, when it comes to maybe desiring friends, more friends, deeper connections, a romantic connection. Whatever these deeper desires are, your spirit guides want you to know that these desires have occurred to you for a reason. By the time a desire has built enough momentum to manifest as a thought in your mind, it actually already has been manifested physically on a futuristic timeline. So this means you're actually picking up on a timeline where those things already exist and are available to you. Your guides also want you to know that I don't know why this is coming through, but you can want what you want. Your heart can want what it wants. And that desire speaks to the possibility, or really rather the existence of a timeline where that already has materialized into physical form. Do not limit yourself by convention or tradition or by the opinions of other people when it comes to what you desire for yourself, your relationships, and your life. You came here to live a life that looks very out of the box to other people. I'm seeing black hair for someone. With Ace of Swords reversed, for someone listening here, part of what your heart desires even could be a connection physically or a reunion physically with that person from your past that you felt very bonded in with, but may have felt trapped with at some point in time. And if you do have this desire for reconnection or for a relationship physically that is healed and that is balanced with this person, know that that means that is possible and available and accessible to you on a higher timeline, which inevitably means that your only work here to achieve whatever it is you desire is to continue focusing mainly on your internal frequency, on raising your frequency and practicing that frequency of the higher timeline that you desire to experience until it becomes so natural and normal to you that it manifests into your physical reality. You are someone with a really generous spirit. That's coming up with the 6 of Coins in the upright position. And all the value that you are putting out into the world is going to come back to you. If you've been putting a lot of time or energy into something creative or something you feel a lot of passion for, but you've not yet fully seen the desired physical result from that energetic investment, your guides want you to know that what you put out into the universe will always come back to you sooner or later. Again, that every dream you have is going to be fulfilled, and it's all about aligning yourself with those dreams and staying in your, here we have again, the Queen of Pentacles energy. There's something especially about creativity here, like you are a creative powerhouse right now at this moment in time, or you soon will begin feeling those surges of creativity to some kind of art or music or writing or business or some kind of creative endeavor. Follow those impulses, because I see that those creative impulses are directly correlated to the massive abundance I see making its way into your life. And one final message with the 3 of Cups And the King of Wands reversed, don't limit yourself in love, particularly when it comes to accepting someone who has an energy of deception, which when someone is deceptive or lying, what it really means is they're actually lying to themselves. They are afraid to live in the energy of their own truth. And I see you illuminating that truth within this person, that being very triggering for them, and them potentially lying to you in the past, again, because they were afraid of the truth within themselves. But you have no responsibility to surround yourself with those who are living in the energy of deception. You have a lot of options when it comes to love. Even I'm hearing unseen options. So if there's someone from your past who may have caused you a lot of pain through lying or deception, I see your guide saying that you can desire something that is more open for you in love. You can create, you can manifest the kind of love that you desire and deserve. And again, going back to that magician energy combined with the Queen of Pentacles, you are coming into this really powerful energy, an energy that has the ability to manifest very quickly things into your life. I'm hearing as long as you don't allow other people's energy around you to weigh you down or to cause you to feel overly responsible for them or to them. So I really hope this message reached whoever needed to hear it at this time. If so, I would love to hear from you in the comments under the video. You can also subscribe if you would like to tap your energy more strongly into this collective. It does allow me to pick up more easily on your energy both here and in future videos as well. Follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself for more inspiration and energy updates. Otherwise, I am sending you so much love, wishing you a beautiful day, and I will talk to you again in the next reading.